CFM. It's your host, High Speed 30, aka Hail to the Redskins, and we back with another episode of Dynasty Primetime. And I got a star-studded co-host that joined me tonight. And start with my man, the OG. What's good, Chris Murray? In the building.
Man, a lot to talk about, man. Good to be on another show, man. You know, always good to be a part of it, man. Be a part of something special. Let's get right into it.
Absolutely. We also got the King of the South, the AFC South. We got my man King Vitamin. What's good, Vitamin?
What's going on, man? Glad to be back. I missed the last show, man. Ready to get it going.
Absolutely. And we also got my man C-Rob for them Carolina Panthers. What's good, C-Rob?
What's going on, fellas, man? Glad to be here.
Alright. We got another episode of Dynasty Primetime. We're in the season right before high stakes, man. So how you feel about this season right before the high stakes season, Vitamin?
Man, basically, man, you can see dudes starting to warm up to getting their cheese on and ratting and shit and complaining about everything, man. But, so it's just a precursor to what's going to happen during the high stakes season, man. But I'm ready for it and I'm excited for it.
Hey, C-Rob, what do you think about the high stakes? Like, how important is that particular season for you?
Man, it's important to me because, I really want to get the team that I want for the next Madden cycle, man. So it's all about bringing everything together to have your best performance during this Madden cycle. So all the pieces that you put together, all the guys that you picked and trained up, man, you want to have them as best as you can get them to get the team that you want for the next Madden.
Absolutely. All right, OG Chris Murray, you won a high stakes. What does high stakes mean to you?
Putting it all on the line, man. Prep what you built your team for. Everything's put on the line. That's when that extra motivation, the extra drive come out. But it's all you all in. You all in. That's what it meant to me. All the stuff that you did before, none of that matters. All the Super Bowls you won, none of them wins matter. If you ain't winning that season, all that pretty much was for nothing. You just hanged your name in the rafter, because everybody want that special team, in Madden 19. But that's what it meant to me. I was riding off a different type of motivation when that season came in. I cleared my plate of all the mad BS I had to deal with up to that point, so I was just all in.
Absolutely. Now, we got this new point system in, and I don't want to step on it too much or get in it too much right now, but I think we need more clarity on this point system situation as far as how exactly it works, because high stakes to me is, hey, if you win, you're in, basically. You get the fucking team you deserve to get. If you lose, if you don't perform, then you're in danger of not getting your team. So it's kind of unclear with the point system. Give me your overall thoughts on the point system, Vitamin. What do you think about it?
Man, I got mixed feelings about it. I mean, I don't think it's really fair, like you said, for guys who bust their ass, building their team and, going hard every week and, putting together good seasons, and especially during the high stakes season. But hey, man, it is what it is. The commissioner, he want a league with 4 participants, helping, throwing a hand everywhere that they can. And I mean, it is what it is, man. So we just got to roll with it. But I think that this is the first year that the point system is going to be in place, man. So you'll probably hear a lot after this season, after this team draft. You're going to hear more about this point system.
You agree with that, C-Rob?
Yeah, I agree with it. I know that the point system is going to be met with mixed feelings, like the penalty thing we had last year, where when you had an infraction, you moved down a slot. So I mean, you're not going to please everybody. I personally have mixed feelings about it, only because I want to give more to the league, but at times I'm unable to, and then I think that that's a drawback to my points, because I may not be available at every moment when to do something or be on a show. But so I mean, it's going to be a lot of mixed feelings, and I just hope that I fall high enough or finish high enough to be where I want to be.
Absolutely. Chris Murray, do you feel like the point system can possibly diminish the importance of the high stakes season?
Yeah, like I'm not against the point system, but the thing about it is, high stakes is pretty much put into place from my understanding is you grind from you building your team GM skills throughout the multiple seasons before it, and then you put everything on the line. With the point system, in my eyes, I understand that Dion put it in place for people pretty much to pick up the slack. I understand all that, but my whole thing is you the commish. I'm pretty sure that everybody in the league would not have a problem with you just simply saying, listen, come high stake, come the NFL, the team draft, for whatever man cycle we on, I'm going to pick what team I want. Because he holds a lot on his plate. So I'm pretty sure that all 31 users would not have a problem with it. But with the point system, you're pretty much defeating the purpose of high stakes for one. Because let's say, all right, we got 5 users that finish in the top 5. Now they've been grinding all season to finish high. Now you got users behind them that have points that can possibly push all those users out of their top 5 picks. So it's like, it's defeating the purpose, because now you're going to have users that's just pretty much like, all right, I'm going to rack up points. And it is what it is. So that's what's pretty, in my eyes, is defeating the purpose of high stakes. Because now guys don't even got to come out and compete. Let's say if I racked up 1,100, 1,200 points, and you got somebody like, let's say, for example, Hot Tub. He doesn't hop on any shows. He wins. Well, let's say he loses the Super Bowl in high stakes. There's a possibility that I could get the number 2 pick or the number 3 pick based off of my points. So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, but that's just how I feel about it. But like Vitamin said, you're going to hear a lot more about this come the team draft. Once guys notice that people are jumping them and they moving back, like, I'm telling you, watch. You're going to hear a lot about it.
Well, this is the way I think. I think Dion didn't put it in place per se to get the Falcons. At least that's what we heard. I'm gonna give Dion the wink. I'm gonna close the wink.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I'm pretty sure, like, he could have just came out. Like I said, he do a lot for the show.
Right? Like I said, in my opinion, I said that I would rather him just go ahead and take the Falcons. But he's saying he put it for participation. To me, if motherfuckers ain't participating, now we know how to get them out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, the high stakes season should be the high stakes season. So, but hey, let's move on from that for right now. We'll try to tackle that a little bit later on. Let's just go ahead and jump into the Dynasty Primetime top 10 teams up until this point. All right, let's get into the Dynasty Primetime top 10 teams. I'm gonna go ahead and roll off 6 through 10. And I'll ask you guys a little bit about each, not each team, but a team within that 6 to 10. Do you feel like they should be in that spot? At number 6, we got tight working the Miami Dolphins. I think he's sitting at 6-2. We got Andy Force and them 49ers. They also sitting at 6-2. We got Breezy and them Packers. They probably dropping out of the top 10 because they just played the computer and lost to Flair. So we got the Bears, man, sitting at 5-3 at number 9, and we got the Steelers. It seems like the Steelers on the road, man, and they at 5-3 as well. C-Rob, do you see anybody inside that 6 through 10 range that should be there, or I should say that should not be there in your mind?
Looking at it from here, man, I think all those users deserve to be there. Everybody's pretty consistent. Even the 49ers, I believe he's been moving up. He's been steadily moving up in the ranks. So I tip my hat to him with that. The Steelers, Bears, they're going to be there now. Breezy, I need to see more of him because he came in this year. He was on a roll. He got the band hit on him, and then I don't think he's been doing quite the same. So if anybody I don't think that should be there just right now is Breezy, but I need to see more. I need to see more games with the band.
Absolutely. Hey, Vitamin, anybody in that 6 to 10 range that you can see maybe jumping up into that top 5 range?
Yeah, it's possible, man. I could see tight work possibly doing it. Even my man Rich Porter. So But I think it's legitimate. I think everybody's legit. But going to back what you just said about Breezy, he did beat me this season, but just knowing the history of him in the dynasty previously, we got some film on that ebook now, man. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen, with him coming on down the pike. But yeah, I think it's legit though.
Absolutely. All right, Chris Murray. Anybody inside that 6 to 10 range that you feel like can win a banner?
Man, definitely. I'm never gonna count myself out. I mean, even though it's been a rough playoff patch for us, but if I had to pick, I would definitely say the Dolphins, of course, because he did it before, so he got the formula. The Bears, if they could seem to, just seem to get it together when the playoffs. It seems like when the playoffs come about, that's a different Chicago team. And of course, the Steelers, man. I have to go with myself. Any given Sunday, man, the dynasty, man. So them 3 teams I just mentioned, I think they could definitely get it done.
Absolutely. Now let's look at the top 5 teams, man. Number 5, I got the New Orleans Saints and Matty Ice. Brian, what you think about them Saints? Y'all played early this year.
Yeah, man, they definitely legit, man. He built a real good team down there in New Orleans, man. Both sides of the ball. He got that receiver, man, that's just like a burner. He got a real stout defense, man. So definitely, man, he's legit and deserves to be there, in my opinion.
Absolutely. All right, so sitting at number 4, we got my Washington Redskins. I just beat the Bengals, so I should be ahead of them, but they 8-1. What do you think about them Redskins, Chris Murray?
Man, listen. On paper and the field, man, that team is stacked on both sides of the ball. The one thing about the Redskins, man, what I like about them is they all in every game, man. Like, it'd be sometimes in the game where, you might make a play call that some you just don't understand, or they be like, why the hell did he do that, man? And in this game, man, you gotta be all in. That's what I like about the Washington Redskins. When they come out, they play hard every single game, and they take them more nervous plays that guys, be afraid to do. 4th and 1, down 3 in a Super Bowl, whatever. They make them play calls, man. It is what it is, So that's why I gotta respect about the Washington Redskins. But they stacked on both sides of the ball. I know it's a lot of users, man. I got them on my schedule last game of the season, I believe. And when you gotta prep and come correct when you playing them, man, or you will get some points put up on you.
Absolutely. All right, now we got we definitely built a nice little squad, and we just, like you said, we want to get there for high stakes, man. Not Vitamin. My man Hot Tub got a 3-1 playoff edge against me. I count all that shit up. Believe me, I don't lose count. 3-1. I played him 4 times. He won 3. I won 1. Now I won the big one to get to the Super Bowl. The other games were in the divisional round that he beat me in. So we know we got to get over that hurdle. I'm looking to beat him twice and take down this division. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Number 3 on the list is the Cincinnati Bengals. They went to the Super Bowl. See, Rob, what do you think about Andy 5 and them Bengals?
Definitely supposed to be there. He's a contender. Like you said, the only blemish on his record right now is you following him. He's there above you only because of his record and probably common opponents. He beat the Eagles. I don't know if you played the Eagles twice or just once, but yeah, either.
We split every year. Me and the Eagles going to split every year. That's
okay, so you got the head-to-head, and he got the common opponents right now for that win. So, but Andy, he's a great user, man, and he's putting a lot of things together, and he's had a real consistent season, looks like. So, I mean, his destiny is in his hands, how he is the rest of the season, and he's definitely supposed to be there.
All right. That's definitely true, man. Addy 5 is going to be there, man. He had some playoff struggles. He finally broke through, got to the Super Bowl. And just like me and Addy, I feel like he has an opportunity to win the bowl, man. I mean, he's in the conversation. He's one of the most difficult users to prepare for as far as defending, because he'll tear your flats up if you let him. And then he got that John Ross to go over the top. So, and that's what it is. You got to make people prepare for you prepared to play you, and that's what he does very well. All right, let's move on to number 2. We got the New York Football Jets, Vitamin. Tell me a little bit about them Jets, man. They're becoming a force over there in the AFC, especially AFC East. They seem like they were battling out with tight work. They're undefeated right now.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. He's sitting at 8-0 right now, man. I, played him several times this cycle, man, and it's always a battle. I mean, he has a real good passing game, well-balanced game, man. You can't really predict what he's going to do. But, and I know on the defensive side of the ball, man, Jamal Adams, that dude picked me off every single game that I played him, man. So, yeah, he got a real good team, man, and he's definitely a Super Bowl caliber team, in my opinion.
Absolutely. He made it to the bowl. And he did get blew the fuck out, but he did make it. I got a giggle on that. Sweets got his ass destroyed, but he made it. 8-0 right now. On his way, man. He on his way, man. And in the playoffs, definitely going to be a factor in the AFC and who gets to go to the Super Bowl. The New York Jets will be have a big voice into that. And number 1, we got oldie but goodie. We got the hot tub and them Cowboys, Mr. Consistency. You got to give him his props. The man's been consistent throughout the cycle. Tell me a little bit about them Cowboys, Chris Murray.
Man, like you just said, they consistent, man. No matter what people say about his roster, his players, the confidence, whatever, it all measured down, man, to stick skills. It's simple as that. The dude been consistent from the very first season up to this point, so you can't take nothing away from him. I think a lot of guys tend to just make a bunch of excuses, and a lot of guys just roll over when they see him on their schedule also, but the guys just make you think, not even on the offensive side of the ball, on the defensive side of the ball, because majority of his games in my book, he went on the defensive side of the ball by making guys make turnovers. Like, it be sometimes with his defense scored 3 or 4 touchdowns, pick 6, fumble returns, all types of stuff. You can't
field goal blocks, punt return.
Like you cannot think that you're gonna win a game if you got somebody that's scoring 4, sometimes 5 touchdowns in the game. You're not gonna win. So that's in my watching him play. He causes a lot of turnovers, and that's how he won majority of his games. But the guys been consistent.
Absolutely, and that is the Dynasty Primetime Top 10. Now we got another Dynasty Primetime that we adding for this particular episode. We're gonna talk about the bums of Dynasty, and that's just, I'm calling them like it is, bums. Who is the bums of Dynasty? Now I'm gonna start with my man. I'm gonna start with C-Rob. Now, C-Rob, we was talking before the show. He was saying, this season, we talking about the whole cycle. Who's your top 3 bums of Dynasty throughout the whole cycle? I know you're having a tough season this year, but who's the top 3 bums?
We having bad ones. Well, I don't even know if I don't even feel right calling nobody bum after this season that I'm having. But shit, if I have to go, we go on top 3 bums. I say, my boy Skill Trade. He just ain't got it together this whole cycle at all. Flair do some wild stuff, but he'll shock you every once in a while, but then he'll fall back into the Flair-like tendencies. And then Mo B, man, good dude, but he ain't been putting it together with them high picks he's been getting the last couple of years, like your boy, what's his name, the other one, Hamilton. Yeah, those would be my top 3 for bums of the Dynasty.
All right, so we had Flair, you had Mo B, you had Skill Trade. So yeah. who's the number 1 bum for you?
Number 1 bum out of those 3, definitely. I say Mo B, man. It's tough on him, man. I hate to beat the dead horse with my man there, but yeah, he just ain't been able to hit that corner with anything, and I wish him the best, but not this year. Nah.
Absolutely. All right, so I'm gonna go to the King of the South. I'm going to my man King Vitamin. Give me your top 3 bums of Dynasty throughout the Madden 18 cycle so far.
Yeah, I gotta start out with my man Flair. That's my man. He brought me into the Dynasty, man. But yeah, Flair, gotta tighten it up, man. So Flair is my number 1. Then I'm gonna go Skill Trade. And I'm gonna go probably Mo B too, man. Cool dude, but just gotta tighten it up, man. So that's my top 3 right there.
And who's your number one bum of Dynasty?
Flair, man. The GM decisions, man. Giving up that first. I wish I could get one of them damn first round picks. I can't.
I got one. I got one. I got one this year.
I'm gonna get one in 19 if I'm around, man. Straight up. That's my top.
That's your top three with Flair being the head bum. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, Chris Murray. I know you salivating to get at this bum list. Who's your top three bums of Dynasty in your mind? And let's start with that.
All right, I'm gonna have to go not in order: Flair, Hamilton, and Mo B. Number one on the list will be Flair, of course, because all these. Let me just clear something real fast. All these guys, why they're on my list, because they all have top 3 picks every season, and there's no way that you mean to tell me how many seasons we in right now? What?
7, like 7.
We had 7 seasons. That means you had 7 top 3 picks. There's no way that your team had a turnaround point, whatever. But Flair, GM's decisions, man. You trade away your first every single year. You let OBJ walk. What else? Like you probably won out this whole cycle probably roughly 9 games, a total of 9 games, I want to believe. Hamilton, the same thing. You know, but he's starting to turn the corner. But you know, I think a little bit of sprinkling the tankish on it. I don't know what's going on over there. But you know, he's still a user that had a top 3 pick for the past 7 seasons and still can't manage to win over 5 games. And Mo B, I just think that Mo B just come to play, man. Like he just that old head of the group that just, you know, enjoy playing Madden. I mean, but you know, that's mine. Flair, Hamilton, and Mo B, man.
All right, so look, I'm gonna go a little different route. I mean, I got some bums of Dynasty. I gotta call out some people, some honorable mentions and shit. Fuck that. We know everybody said Mo B, Flair, you know what I mean, skill trade. But I'm gonna get some honorable mentions out this motherfucker, man. One of the honorable mentions is my man Ty out with the Rams, man. My man Ty. My man, hey. Hey, it's been a struggle, man. It's been a struggle this cycle. Hey, but dude, one of the things that I couldn't put him in the top 5 because he did win his division. And I think he won it twice though. But when his seasons go bad, man, them motherfuckers go bad. You hear me? Yeah. Another honorable mention is that bum Houdini. All right, so look, he was running his mouth on the show, but he goes and gets his ass destroyed each and every week. And I be like, God damn, how the fuck he get his ass destroyed by such and such? How he get destroyed by by SJ? How he get destroyed by? I mean, I be like, golly, man. And one of the well, we'll talk about that guy later on, so I ain't gonna put him in there. But obviously the top 3 is probably gonna be Flair, Mo B, and skill trade or Hamilton. So, but I think everybody said Flair was the biggest bum in Dynasty, so we gonna go with it, man. Hey, Flair, get your GM skills up. You know what I mean? Get your game up. You have been nominated the bum of Dynasty. I
was like, we got live.
Hey, yo, man. If he would keep some of them first round picks, man, maybe he, you know, make some noise, man. You know, but we'll never know.
Absolutely. All right, so look, I'm going to toss it over to my man Chris Murray for the panic or patience segment. All right, Chris, what you got for us?
Number 1, man, panic or patience. Can the Eagles make the postseason after starting 4-4? I'm gonna go to C-Rob on this, man. Should it be panic for the Philadelphia Eagles or patience?
Well, let's see. How did the Eagles schedule? Who did they lose to? I can't remember who he lost to, but you know, starting off 4-4, he started off.
He lost to some tough opponents, though, man.
Yeah, me and him had a good matchup this week.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and definitely, yeah, his 4 losses to all people that are in the top 10 at least. A couple of them are the top 3, 4. people. So man, it's his patience, because he's probably on the easy side of his schedule. I mean, he goes to the Ravens, Browns, 49ers, Falcons, Giants, Bucks, Cowboys against the Giants. So I mean, just patience, man. He had that tough first half of the season, man. I wouldn't sweat it. He'll be in there. Patience.
All right, Vitamin, you up, man? Patience or panic for the Philadelphia Eagles?
Man, I'm gonna go patience, because he's still got a chance, because he has to deal with the second place winner of that NFC North, either the Packers or the Bears, whoever's the wild card out of that division. He could possibly take one of those spots, because he actually has a favorable schedule, man, the rest of the way out. So it's possible. He just got to win his games, man, and hope one of those guys slip up. But I mean, the Bears and the Packers, I mean, they kind of doing their thing now. Well, except for Packers lost to the computer today, but yeah. But yeah, I think he's got a chance, man.
All right, HB30, patience or panic for the Eagles?
Man, you know, the Eagles are in the NFC B, so we know he's battle tested. So losing those games, man, he lost to Hot Tub. He split with me, you know what I mean, and he lost to the Bengals, and he also lost to you and them Steelers. So those are some tough games, you know what I mean. So at this point, it's definitely patience. He's only one game behind in the wild card spot. And going down the stretch of his schedule, man, I see 11 wins, possibly. You know what I mean? And so I'm going to go ahead and preach a little patience for the Eagles. And I look for the Eagles to probably get that 6th spot, man. He got the Ravens a win, Houdini a big win. The 49ers, that's going to be a good game. The Falcons is probably a win. Flair's a win. The Buccaneers is going to be a win. Cowboys, he can win that game, but it's always a tough game. And then Flair again. So right there, there's only one real game in which, you know, to me, that's a high threat game and a medium threat game with the 49ers. So I think he'll be able to get to 11 wins. And so I'm going to say preaching patience for KP.
Man, I'm going to have to go I want to go with patience, but the reason why I would tip my meter to panic is because the division that he in, man, you're going to have at least possibly every year 3 teams coming out of the NFC East, which is crazy, but you know that's just how it goes over there, because you know y'all got so many good users in that division. But if he got his schedule favoring, you know, if he could just get them wins, but you never know how man gonna do you. One day, you know, man might be in your favor. Next thing you know, you getting hit with the man BS, but he a good user, man. He only 4-4, so I'm gonna go with patience. Man. I'm gonna go with patience. You know, just by his roster being stacked on both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively, and his schedule, man. You know, it's probably one possible loss in his remaining schedule.
Yeah, he's got one possible loss. If he gets more than that, then he panicky.
Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna have to go with patience. But moving on, we got the Redskins, which is owned by HB30. The Bengals, which is owned by 85, and the Saints, which is owned by Matty Ice, and the Jags, King Vitamin. Can y'all win a banner in this Madden 18 cycle? I'm gonna go with you first, HB30. What you think? Patience or panic?
Man, it's panic time, man. Fuck that. Hey, call the police, call the firemen. The alarms are sounding. We only got 2 seasons left, possibly 3. I don't know if we're gonna play one after high stakes. So I mean, it's definitely panic, but at the same time, it's a little bit of patience too, because we over in Washington, I know we built a solid team, and I know Addy 5 got a solid team over there with the Bengals, and I seen the team that King Vitamin has with the Jags, and Matty Ice got a solid team. It's all about getting over the hump, man, and so we feel like if we can just get over that hump in the playoffs, it's a wrap. So it's panic patience.
C-Rob, patience or panic?
Patience or panic for the Redskins. I give him patience because he's what he's done is he's at least shown that he can beat Hot Tub. He's been in the Super Bowl, so he gets the patience for that. The Big, his time is running out, but he seems to be putting things together. But it's going to be tough getting out of the AFC because they have so many contenders over there. So I'm gonna give him a panic. Saints, Matty, he's going to get a panic too, because like I said, I'm going off of what everybody's done. He hadn't knocked off Hot Tub, but he does have good teams, but his time's running out. The Jags, it's another one of those ones that I would say, yeah, he has what it takes, but like I said, the beast over in the AFC, it's everybody scratching to get there, and it's more competition to get there because they're kind of evenly matched top three. So I'm gonna give him a panic because time running out. You gotta make it.
Vitamin, what, man? Pictures of panic.
Man, it's panic, man. Like, only 2 seasons left, not a lot of time to get it done, but I kind of want to piggyback off what H-Speed said. There's a little bit of patience there too. Him having been played in the Super Bowl before this cycle, knowing that he can get back there. Matty Ice, man, I really thought that he was going to get over that hump. I believe it was last season and make that run. So I'm going to give him some patience too. It's panic in Jacksonville, man. We panicking like a motherfucker, man, But, I ain't going to toot my own goddamn horn, but, And the Bengals, man, he made it last year too, man. So he can absolutely get back there. I mean, the AFC, man, is tough as hell, man. It's a lot of teams that could potentially, man, just get there. But with 2 seasons left, man, it's a lot of panic. That's my take.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with patience for the Redskins because they beat Hot Tub. They got the formula. If they could just stick to their game plan, I'm pretty sure that they can get over the hump, especially with how they roster is stacked on both sides of the ball. I'm gonna have to get them patience. Matty Ice and the Saints, I'm gonna have to give straight panic because I don't know what happens to Matty Ice in the playoffs, but when he goes up against top tier users, which is the 3 we just mentioned. Well, the 3 that we mentioned, Hot Tub, of course, just Hot Tub. I'm just gonna say Hot Tub. His game play just disappears, and he just starts doing and trying stuff that I'm pretty sure that wasn't on his game plan. So I'm going to push panic for Matty. The Bengals, he's in the AFC. Last year, watching him play in the Super Bowl, he showed why he was there, why he got there. It wasn't like it was a pushover game. A couple turnovers, killed him, but he got the formula also. But in the AFC, like you said, like everybody said, the AFC is tough. It's like there's no set user over here that's dominating that conference. And the Jags, even though you said panic, I'm not buying that shit. You got a top tier defense out there, and you know how to run the rock. So y'all can sit here and say panic all y'all want and listen to that shit. Sleep on them if you want. I mean, but that's what I'm at to say. But like I said, if everybody got the formula, man, anybody, everybody that push the envelope to make the playoffs, there's some set users every year to make the playoffs. Anybody could win. It's any given Sunday, man. Whether Madden's in your favor or not, anybody can knock off anybody. But I'm just going to say, patience and a little bit of patience and panic. But moving on, you got, can the Bears win the division again? I'm gonna go with you, HB30 first on that. Patience and panic.
Man, it's definitely patience for them. But they're not used to this though. They're not used to having competition, especially this late into the season. I think they had 1 year where Nancy Nuke won 10 games. So and they haven't played the Packers yet. So that's gonna be who determines who wins that division. Whoever do not win that division, I'm pretty much going to tell you probably not going to make the playoffs. I mean, it's not a lot. I mean, but it's close to a lot. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't win the division, then go ahead and get your draft board together. So I'm gonna say it's some patience for him for now, but don't lose too many more. Because then you're going to have to hit that panic button because the offseason is going to come real fast. Get ready for high stakes.
All right, C-Rob, you up, man? Patience and panic for the Bears.
I'm going to say patience because, like I said, it's his division to lose. He's already got the lead over the Lions and the Vikings. So, if he beats them a piece one more time, he should be straight. But, like you said, he's got to see the Packers. but I mean, he's seeing the Packers post playmaker bans, and so I mean, you take somebody's strongest weapon, the best thing that they can do, and you make them play straight up ball. You know, they're a different player. So I mean, I'm gonna give him patience because right now, you know, it's his division to lose. He doesn't have any losses in it, and so everybody else is chasing him right now. So patience.
Vitamin, man. Patience or panic for the Bears?
Patience, man. It's patience with him. He's in the driver's seat in that division. He has been. I don't see it changing this season. I mean, he hadn't played the Packers yet. He has to play them at the end of the season, week 15, I believe it is, and another like 2 weeks after that, I think. Is okay? Yeah. So he has to play them then, but I'm thinking he'll be rolling by then, man, and he'll have that division in hand. I mean, I played him last week, and a couple balls bounced my way. No game that we was really jumping and shouting about, man. It was a tough game. So dude is battle tested, man. I think he's going to go ahead and take that division and make a playoff run.
Yeah, I'm definitely have to agree, man. It's patience, you know. Like nobody in the division is giving them comp. Like I said, with the playmaker being taken away, the Packers, they're gonna get exposed on the offensive side of the ball, in my eyes. So no competition, you know. And the Packers that look like they was, you know, want to make that run, got the number one weapon taken away. Somebody to say patience, definitely for that. HP30, what you think?
Oh, they were definitely rolling, man. The Packers was rolling, man. But guess what? They lost their last 3 games. Now, one of them was a forced loss to the Vikings, and that's a little bit of controversy. How my man Dion ducked that work. Oh man, he ducked the Packers and gave him the forced L. I watched that, man. I'm trying to tell you, that Seahawk fucking Packer game was one of the best games I've seen all cycle. If you didn't see the game, I advise you to go look on that Twitch and just watch the whole game. Don't even just watch the fourth quarter. Watch the whole game, man. It was a lot of action if you didn't see that Seahawk Packer game. And they end up losing in overtime. And he just lost to the computer, which, why are you playing the computer? I mean, you know, for me, I'm taking the fourth win at that spot. But we'll see what he got going down the stretch, man. He got the tough game with the 49ers. He got the Titans, a tough game. The Titans are underrated. He got underrated in the Cardinals, Lions, man. So it's basically going to come down to those last 2 games with the Bears. But like I said, for the Bears, it's definitely going to be some patience for him.
All right, man.
All right, that's our panic and patient segment. Let's move on to my favorite segment, Too Legit or Need to Quit.
Too legit to quit. Too legit to quit.
All right, we got the Too Legit or Need to Quit segment. And let's start it off with Andy Force and the 49ers. And I'm going to start off with Vitamin. Hey, is them 49ers legit or do they need to quit?
Man, right now I think they legit, man. I mean, he picked a pretty bad team to start off the cycle, man, and he kind of built that team up and got his I believe he made the playoffs last season, man. So I think he's legit, man. Definitely legit.
Hey, see, Rob, you agree with that? Are the 49ers legit or do they need to quit?
Yeah, 49ers are definitely legit this season, man. He's been rolling with it. He's only had 2 hiccups against quality players. And just he better hope that he doesn't hit that wall like he normally does. But, you know, I think his team is legit. So, I mean, he is where it should be.
All right, Chris Murray, you up? Are the 49ers legit or do they need to quit?
Listen, man, 49ers in my eyes and just watching him play, he's definitely legit. He's one of them users, man, that's making them little sneaky, but I ain't gonna say sneaky, but them little quiet moves behind the scene. You know, he got some pieces in play, and like you say, he took a horrible team, man, that a lot of people was like, why did he take them? He made some key moves. So, you know, he's been running this division for the past 2 seasons, so he's definitely legit.
Man, you know, this year he's starting out 6-2. Normally he start off slow and walk underrated down. Underrated made it to the playoffs last year by half a game, but the year before that, Andy Force took it down. The year before he took it down. He got the number 1 defense in the league. So having said that, it's definitely legit. But to me, I don't see any offensive heavy hitters in the first half of his schedule. So that's a little bit of an asterisk. He'll play some. He got the Packers next. He got the Eagles. He got the Jets, Saints. So he'll definitely get tested down the stretch. But I think he'll definitely take down this division. So he's definitely legit. All right. Now let's move on to the Tennessee Titans. Are them Titans legit, or do they need to quit? C-Rob, what's up with them Titans? What's up with my man H-Town?
Yeah, my boy H-Town, good dude, but he need to quit, man. I mean, he's gotten better from what I've seen with him, his play, but he's not pulling through to make any noise. But then again, man, like I said, man, I'm gonna say this disclaimer straight up. I don't even feel right doing a lot of these calls because I feel like I'm a bum right now, so it's hard for me. I feel like that old dude shooting or telling young cats how to shoot the gym. So just let's put that little disclaimer out there right now. But my boy H-Town, man, he probably need to quit right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and vote for him to quit. It's real funny making these calls right now. Damn.
Hey, Chris Murray, are them Titans legit, man, or do they need to quit?
All right, I'm gonna say you need to quit, being as though they in a tough conference, meaning the AFC, where you gotta at least win. They either make the last player get that last wild card spot, at least 11 to 10 wins, and being so he's also in a tough division with Vitamin Expert, but T-Pain, he still come out and play a hard game against his division mates. But that's why I would say he needs to quit and just pack it up for Madden 19, because the AFC, man, if you're not getting 10 or 11 wins, you're not making the playoffs unless you're in a bum ass division. But I mean, I say pack it up and get ready for Madden 19, man.
All right, King of the South, the AFC South, my man King Vitamin. Is my man JB legit, or do he need to quit?
Man, I'm looking at this dude from a different angle, man, from a different perspective. I play this guy twice a year, man, and he's made some strides, man. I mean, he's got a hell of a team over there. He beat me the last time we played, I believe. Yeah, I hadn't played him this season yet, man, but I gotta go with legit, man. And I want to say I'm glad this match cycle is almost over, man, because dude, he's putting some shit together over there, man, straight up. So I'm just gonna go with legit, man, straight up.
Absolutely, man. I was gonna piggyback off of what you said, man. He definitely put. I'll put to you like this: the first couple seasons this cycle, JB, that was a guaranteed win. The dude was only getting 1 or 2 wins. He ended up getting 10 wins and missed out on the playoffs. But man, his receivers are legit. He got 96, 94, 94, 94, 95 speed receivers. You know what I mean? He got a hell of a quarterback. The problem is that just like Chris Murray said, though, he's in the AFC, and he's in the division with the AFC South. So in order to get there, he gotta get to 10 or 11. I just don't see 10 or 11. Now, Jay Bree, prove me wrong. Go out and smack some people around. You know what I mean? Smack some people around. Get a couple wins you're not supposed to get, and then make yourself legit. All right, let's move on. Are them Green Bay Packers legit, or do they need to quit? Chris Murray, start off.
Listen, man, I'm just going to tell you like this, man. From watching the Green Bay Packers film this year, they haven't played anybody to where as though, it was impressive when they started off League 5-0. But once that playmaker got taken away, I haven't seen anything. And I don't know why he played the CPU today, but he definitely not, in my eyes, not legit. I just think that, he had a weapon that, pretty much nobody could stop. But once he got crippled, it's just like his gameplay just went away. So I definitely don't think he's legit, But prove me wrong, man. Make a playoff run, a deep playoff run. But in my eyes, he's not legit.
Hey, Vitamin, you agree with that? Is the Packers legit, or do they need to quit? Will they make the playoffs?
Man, no, I don't think so, because I believe the Eagles, KP is gonna make a run, man, and get that last playoff spot. I think we're gonna see 3 teams come out of the NFC East. But I mean, man, when a ban comes into effect and takes away something that you've been using and it completely just shuts you down, man, you can't be legit like that, man. You gotta be able to put up offense and move the ball, no matter what the rules are in the league, man. So once you get hit with something like that's your bread and butter, and then you kind of fall, man, then I can't say you're legit.
See, Rob.
Yeah.
Is the Packers legit, or do they need to quit?
Need to quit. What I love about this league is that, we have a standard of rules and everything to keep gameplay as simple as possible. Other leagues, all you see is guys running out of the pocket, whether it's a play action or not, getting to the far right, far left of the screen, and then tossing it to somebody or playmaking to somebody. So it's an unfair advantage, in my opinion, that it sits up there and dupes, manipulates the AI, where people aren't getting out there. So I mean, it changes the gameplay in somebody's advantage. When that's stripped away, and it's difficult for you to sit up there and get quality wins, because apparently he couldn't do that against the computer, against the giant CPU. I mean, it definitely shows you where you are. So definitely, needs to quit with it.
Man, I'm gonna take the opposite side, man. I think the Packers are pretty. I think they are legit, man. I think the loss, they got a forced loss with the Vikings, so I can't count that. And then he played the computer, so I can't count that. Now, that game with the Seahawks, man. Hey, Big Homie, he played a fucking hell of a game. It was back and forth. I think Big Homie was up, and the Packers fought back. But I think down the stretch is going to determine whether he's really, truly legit. In those two games in Week 15 and in Week 17, it's going to determine if he's really, really legit. Right now, I'm going to say he's legit. I don't think that playmaker is going to stop him from scoring some points, man. I mean, I cannot see that this man was using. I didn't watch his games, but I cannot imagine this man was using playmaker every play. So it don't even make any sense. But I'm gonna call him legit. All right. Now let's go on to the New England Patriots. We got my man SJ. Is SJ legit, or do he need to quit? Chris Murray.
I'm gonna say, man, he's legit. He's legit. The reason why I was saying it is because he got two people that made the top 10, that consistently made the top 10 primetime user list, with Sweets 99 and tight work in his division. So, that's always a battle. But I'm definitely gonna say legit. We sitting 5-2 right now, I believe. He's outside the playoff, right under me. So I think, man, everybody's hitting their groove. The people that's good users in the dynasties hitting their groove, heading into high state. So he had a couple rough patches, and plus he made the playoffs last year also. So I definitely think he's hitting his groove. With all those fast little midgets out there in New England. So I definitely think he's legit. I think he's legit.
Great, say Rob, you agree with that? Is the Patriots legit, or do they need to quit?
I definitely agree that the Patriots is a legit player. He is a legit player, user. He's got a tough division ahead of him. Right now, he's chasing behind the Jets and the Dolphins. And he still has a tough road to go. He has a tough road to go with the rest of his division, because he still has to play the Jets again, and he still has to play both. He's lost to both of them. So legit user, but right now needs to quit, because I don't see him making a run in the playoffs this year with being behind the two top players in his division.
Hey, Vitamin, is SJ Bomb, SJ Fresh Go Bomb, are they legit? Or do they need to quit?
Nah, definitely legit, man. Every time we play, man, it's a battle, man. The dude he got some real good defense, man, and he's pretty good with his users. I seen him snag up a whole lot of interceptions in the playoffs last year, man, with those users, man. He's a legit player, man. Then he got the deep threat. He'll dump it off. He'll run it on you. He'll do all that to you, man. So I think he's definitely legit, man. But, he's in a tough division right there, man, with Sweets and tight work, man. Real tough division, man. But he's still legit, though, man, I think.
Man, this is a Jekyll and Hyde team, man. I'm trying to tell you. Their defense is legit. Defense is number 3 in the league. Okay, so you're getting a half legit on that, but your offense sucks ass. Your offense is some trash. SJ Fresh go bomb. The Patriots offense is ranked 31st in the league. It's pure garbage. You need to go and consult some motherfuckers, bring in some consultants or something. Tell Tom Brady come back and coach or something, because the Patriots offense is not legit, and that's why overall he's not legit. And when I say that, as far as he is real close on whether he can make the playoffs. I count where he can get to maybe 10, depending on if he can sneak a game from tight work or the Jets. So I'm gonna say they're not legit. If he gets his offense together, he'll be legit. But as of right now, your ass need to quit. Last but not least, one of my favorite guys, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Are they legit, or do they need to quit? Now, let me say this. This man came in here, he was running his mouth, blah, blah, I'm this, I'm that. And in my first season, I made the playoffs. And but, man, it don't look too good for him right now. So, hey, King Vitamin, it's the Buccaneers, man. That new Bucs user, are they legit, or do they need to quit?
Man, it's hard to really say, man. I mean, he came in, man, and took up a team that he did not put together. He had no fingerprints on that team and made a run, man, and made the playoffs. But this year, you know, he's not really doing so well. So I think the jury is still out, man. So it's hard for me to say right now. But I'm going to give him legit just because he came in and made the playoffs last year, you know. And actually that team wasn't doing too well when he took it over either. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, man.
Hey, see, Rob, he's in your division, man. I think he caught everybody, in my mind, he caught some people by surprise, especially running with the quarterback like he did. But in your opinion, is the Bucs user legit, or do they need to quit?
Definitely need to quit, man. He came in last year. He used that team that wasn't really his, and he made something work with it. Good. He should have been able to start off and do that with the team this year. Just like most mobile option quarterbacks out of college into the NFL, you know, they surprise folks that first year. Then once they get that film on you, they change. So a lot of teams have adapted and adjusted to his style of play, and he hadn't been as effective with it. So until he shows us anything different, you know, needs to quit.
Absolutely. Hey, Chris Murray, what's good, man? Is this Bucs user, man? Are they legit, or did the users in Dynasty look at the tape and said, okay, this is we about to shut this shit down?
Listen, man, he's another user. Pack that shit up. And 19 be out in August. I mean, get yourself ready for, you know, the team draft, because he need to quit. Like you said, man, he came in, was, you know, trash talking. One thing about the Dynasty, man, it will humble your ass real fast. You know, that drag, if the drag not there, take off the QB, shit got very old. You know, got very old. And my thing is this, man. You can't. I'm just gonna leave it at that, man. He need to quit, man. Pack that shit up for Madden 19. You know, be out August. Pre-order it. You know, get your little couple weeks in, the ball up, get your shit ready. But yeah, you need to pack that shit up.
Man, this dude was talking so much trash, and guess who he got on the schedule this next after the advance? Guess who he got? Let's go from bad to worse, man, because the dude was running his mouth. Oh, I made the playoff, and as if I didn't make a playoff or something. Like, so is he legit? Absolutely not. Obviously, how do you go from 10 wins to 1 win? I mean, it's just, to me, that's just like, man, that's crazy. I mean, and that shows you that sometimes it's about gimmicks. You know what I'm saying? You know, RG3, my man, Redskin, had everybody shook with the read option. When people learned it, they shut their shit down. He had to make throws as a quarterback and they forced him to be a pocket quarterback. The shit was over with. And he wanted to be a pocket quarterback. The shit was over with. Basically, guys just figured out what the dude like to do. Now, he does got a nice running back in Juan Israel. He's had a pretty good year. But Man, Washington Redskins coming. We coming, and we're looking to put up a big number, man. I got a lot of weapons. We're looking to put up a big number, but at the end of the day, I'm just looking to get the victory, man. Because I'll probably be in the playoffs this year, and the Bucks will not. So their ass need to quit. Get ready for 19, buddy. All right, that was our legit or need to quit segment. Now let's move on to our my favorite section of Primetime. Say it with your chest. All right, man. We got a lot of shit that was going on in the Dynasty, man, and I know y'all got some shit y'all got to say. See, Rob, I'm gonna start it off with you. Say it with your chest.
All right. I'm gonna say it with my chest because I've been asking questions. I've been seeing a lot of people post about it. I've mentioned it many times. What's going on with QB accuracy? A lot of people and myself have been saying, "Yo, my QB is just throwing weird off passes and stuff." I just need to know, are the numbers being adjusted? If it's the head commissioner, is it commissioner group as a whole? Because and correct me if I'm wrong, I thought we were playing out of box user settings. So I just wanted to know, is it supposed to be at 45 or not? And what was the reasoning behind the threshold being where it is, the speed threshold and the injury fatigue? I know that we had put up the injury, or Matt put up the fatigue so that, we can keep people from spamming super fast receivers. Understood that. But I wanted to know, hey, what's the deal with the speed threshold? Because it seems like it's hampering or hindering people. But like I said, I'm going to say it with my chest on here because I want to know. And if anybody can tell me, please tell me so I don't sit up there and feel like, my team just is shit for nothing. But that's me saying it with my chest.
You heard it first, man. Kamesh, what the fuck is going on with these settings, man? Let me tell you right now. He changed them. So you don't even answer. Don't even put in the chat. None of that shit. He switched the shit. You know what I mean? Man, he ain't want that motherfucker Miles Hageman and that motherfucker McKinnon and this motherfucker I got named Frank Herman just running the fuck past. Because just like Chris Murray said, I know you feel the same way. How the fuck is somebody running 90 speed keeping up with Frank Herman? Can somebody explain this to me? He's running 97. If somebody running 90, he's not keeping up with Frank Herman. But Frank Herman still gets his. But it's just the fact that I ain't even gonna touch that. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my man Chris Murray. The floor is yours, man. Say it with your chest.
I had a lot of guys. I ain't gonna say a lot. I made the playoffs. Listen, that shit don't mean nothing if your ass ain't competing for that banner. You made the playoffs. All right, cool. But if you're doing a first round exit, second round exit, NFC championship, it don't matter. That shit, it don't, guys, I made the playoffs. It is what it is, man. Playoffs don't mean nothing unless you hanging your name up in the rafters. That's as simple as that. Because I made it to the AFC Championship last year, but that shit don't mean nothing because I got knocked the fuck out. So what the Bucks going through, man? The Dynasty will humble you, man. Just get there and just compete. That's it. Don't be all in the chat. Oh, I made it to the playoffs. Oh, I made it to I don't give a fuck about that, man. Get a banner. That's it, man. Get a banner.
Absolutely. Hey, playoffs. Playoffs. We talk about the playoffs. Hey, now I do understand that you have to, in order to go to the Super Bowl, you have to make the playoffs. My team didn't make the playoffs last year by half a game. Last year I had the number 1 ranked offense and number 4 or 5 ranked defense. So I felt like if I could have just gotten to the playoffs, it was gonna be trouble.
See, this is a piggyback off of it, right? This is the thing, right? Every single season, right? The chat be live as hell, but when we get down to week 14 to 17, that shit is go completely dead because we know already who's gonna be in the playoffs. But the thing is, what I'm saying is, when I, just to give you some clarity on it, because you do have to make the playoffs, but you don't see hot tub. I made the playoffs. 85. I made the playoffs. yourself, KP. Like nobody's not bragging about making the playoffs. It's like, all right, I'm here. Now it's time to get to this fucking banner. You know, so
Absolutely.
Just to put some clarity out there. I'm not taking away from nobody that's making the playoffs, but what I'm saying is just boasting about it just don't make no sense in my head.
Right. See, because once you get to the playoffs, that's when the real season starts for me. Like I'm not gonna sit here and toot my horn. I cruise to the regular season. I mean, I just try to get enough wins, and sometimes that costs me. Like last year, I had the tie game with my man Underrated. I had the game won, but I was bullshitting, and Madden made me pay. Madden made me pay for the shit, you know what I mean? And it cost me a chance to go to the playoffs. But I really want to get to the playoffs, and then let's play, you know what I mean? Because I feel like I can beat anybody in the Dynasty. You know what I mean? I've beaten everybody in the Dynasty at some point. So, you know what I mean? The real season starts in the playoffs. It's about trying to get a championship. Hello? We play to win the game. We don't play just to play. Play to win. Hey, Vitamin, man, the king of the South, man. You had a controversy this week with your boy, T-Pizzle, T-Pain. You know, man, y'all had to start over again. He sent you some messages. He was, fuck you, bitch. And man, it was some inflammatory shit. It was some inflammatory shit that was going on, man. Hey, tell me what's going on with that, man. Say it with your chest, man. What you gotta say to T-Pain, man?
Yeah, hey, look here, nigga. Don't be fucking with my sleep, nigga. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the goddamn morning, man. This nigga got me trying to reset my modem and shit. And restart this shit, restart that, man. I ain't got time for that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just straight up quit, man. But you know, T-Pain, you know, he's a good dude, man. He's just a little fucking emotional, man. You know, get your emotions in check, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, they said you was angling for that. He said you was angling for that fucking fourth win, and you ain't want to play the game. I mean,
hey, look,
I'm here.
Nigga act like I'm really trying to get a forced win out of his ass. How much sense is that? Come on, man.
Oh shit.
Man, nigga, that shit was about rest and sleep, man. Come on. But anyway, bro, just do a little bit better communicate, man. You know what I'm saying? Let a nigga know what's going on, man. Just don't pause and fucking quit the game, man. I was pissed off already because he gave me the fucking runaround since 4:30, man. So it is what it is.
Man. Hey, T-Pain. Ain't nobody trying to play it late at night, especially when you gotta get up, man. Alright, I'm gonna say it with my chest, man. And it's 2 seasons left. I feel like I'm playing at my peak performance at this point in time. I've got my team with, just like Chris Murray said, I got the receivers that I want. We're a complete football team. I don't give a fuck about the stats at this point. I'm not trying to build nobody up. It's all about winning the game at this point. We're right where we want to be. And the person that we have to beat rhymes with Dub. Hot Dub. You know what I mean? But that's what we got to beat, man. We got to beat the Cowboys. We got to beat he's won the last 4. Man, and that's sick, man. My stomach, I got like a stomach flu just thinking about it right now. My stomach is just turning over. And that's on everybody, man. I mean, yeah, I beat him. I beat him last year. I beat him in the playoffs. But it's time, man. It's almost high stakes. He made a good run, and it's time to make it happen, man. And we're ready. I think Vitamin beat him, smacked him around pretty good this cycle. The one game they only played one game, right? Vitamin?
Yeah, we played just one game, man. Yep, just one.
And Vitamin beat him. So, man, I just challenge. Not just I'm already in. I'm challenging everybody. Fuck else too. Don't let this man get a. You know what I'm saying? If you the AFC and he happen to creep in there and sneak in there, man, somebody just knock him the fuck out of there, man. I'm tired of seeing this bullshit. I know a lot of other people tired of seeing it. And so we looking to hang this fucking banner, and I think this is the time is now. You know what I mean? And so we ready, man. Hey, let's go back. Hey, man, that's our episode of Dynasty Primetime. I want to thank C-Rob, Chris Murray, the King of the South, my man, King Vitamin. This is Dynasty Primetime, and I want to thank my man Matty Ice too for producing behind the scenes. Hey, we out until the next episode. Let's go back.
The Dynasty Madden League Network, the worldwide leader in CFM.